sol, mirando la foto. Tuya en casa con mi chol, regresa ya por favor. Que yo te di de todo y mami me dejaste solo. Tú eras mi tesoro, pero ya no brilla el oro. En la noche es oro, pero tú no me haces coro. A 100 por ahí te adoro. Ay, 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 ay. Te convertiste en mi vicio, baby. Si me das permiso, quisiera verte aunque sea por el bicho. Despeinarte toda, después te doy chavo.
And it's all happening in Minnesota from the Target Center in Minneapolis. The Mavericks taking on the Timberwolves. For the Dallas Mavericks, a look at those standings. They're presently 7 games back in the conference. It's all about playoff positioning. Timberwolves. It's Thursday night and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Believe it or not, the regular season is almost over. Greg, for teams that are out of the playoff picture, what's important now?
Well, I think, Kevin, first you need to self-evaluate. Check out your roster. Who do you keep? Who do you let go? And then once you figure that out, you start thinking about which guys to bring in.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Washington out there with Derek Jones. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. The pass to Edwards. Fires the three. And again.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it. For this screen on Conley. Here's Doncic. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
Towns against Washington. Towns dishes to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup falls.
With this size, Gobert can make this look really easy. It's almost unfair.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
Morris is checked in for Minnesota. Produced screen on Morris. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A gifted scorer. Luka's going to find a way to get the shots up that he wants to take.
Pass to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. And here's Morris for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Doncic. Passes it to Washington. And here is Gafford. Defended by Gobert. Here's Irving. Out to Doncic. From past the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Luka Doncic. Towns, the pass to Morris. Back to Towns. Puts up a deep 3. A rebound by Washington. The Mavericks trailing. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Irving against Morris. Irving kicks to Jones. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. On its way from Irving for two. Gets a very good look and converts.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morris against Irving. Morris with the bucket. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. They trail by one. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Has to go Bear. Edwards looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hardaway. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lets it go from the wing. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. McDaniels passes to Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Morris has got his second bucket tonight.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Produced screen on Edwards. Hardaway against Edwards. And here is Washington. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Again, Irving missing.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. Really left alone that time.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Irving passes to Gafford. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Edwards can't hit. Mavericks trail by 6. Outside Irving. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And so it's Minnesota with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Hey, guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Maxi Kleba is out there with Green. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. That's Kyrie Irving. And it's Lively in at the 5. Anderson passes to Reed. The kick out to Anderson. Jacks up a 3. Green with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Here's Irving. Here's the drive. Misses from short range. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Outside Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
The pass to Alexander Walker. Hardaway against Edwards. For the three. The Mavericks pull it in. Irving with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota. From 20 feet out. Almost, but it rolls out.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
On its way from Irving for two. Dallas again missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Mavericks trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. To the right side. From downtown. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive glass.
The three for Doncic. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got it back down to single digits for the Mavs. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Minnesota. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, there's the Mavericks, just a couple spots back.
And I think for Minnesota, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And another basket for Dallas. And Clark, we see so much more dribble handoff action these days. It's part of almost every offense.
Yeah, you know, it gets a little redundant, but it's effective, Kevin. And you know, the league is a copycat league. If it's working, you continue to do it yourself. Teams realize how useful it can be creating the matchups they want. That's a big driver of it. And players are good at running it. And quite, you know, for fans, it tends to be pretty entertaining because you typically are playing through your best players.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Irving's checked in for Dallas. The three for Doncic. Doncic knocks in the three.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep because he's unguardable.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
There's 1:26 left in the first half. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
1:15 left now here in the second. Gafford sets the pick for Irving. Goes up on the high post. And Dallas again with the bucket.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. Here's the three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Doncic kicks to Irving. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Towns. Doncic, no good. Minnesota leading by 10. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Doncic. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Alexander Walker. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Well, there's no secret. Their bench performance is the big reason for this lead. They got that scoring punch. That's a nice dimension to them.
And now and that's a halftime wrap.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Doncic against Conley. Fires from deep. Washington kicks to Gafford. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
Passes it to Conley. Drives to the hoop. Outside, Towns. And it's off from three-point range. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Irving finds Gafford. And here is Doncic. Now here's Irving. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Doncic missing. Timberwolves leading by 12. 90 seconds now into the second half. Now Conley. No scoring in this one. And another one falls.
And he's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been an incredible run.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that will go down in the history of this franchise. An emphatic LU champ.
Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
Mavericks trail by 16, and while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. In 2022, the NBA and the Players Association created a long overdue recognition payment plan for former ABA players. Commissioner Adam Silver said these pioneers made meaningful contributions to help grow the game of professional basketball, and we believe it's appropriate to provide financial recognition for their impact. Kevin?
Great story, David. All of your stories are great. Thank you so much.
There's virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
Well, the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Mavericks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Really a slow start offensively. Edwards against Irving. Washington with the screen on it. Irving passes to Washington. Towns with the defensive effort.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Conley finds Towns. Anderson against Jones. Anderson can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 15. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Doncic looking it over. Doncic gets it to go inside.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
Credit where credit is due. P.J. Washington is one hard-working guy on the floor. Isn't he, Greg?
He's got that grittiness to him, Kevin. Values every chance he gets to affect the game. And like you said, he puts a ton of effort into his play.
And here is Doncic. 17 points in the game. On the wing, Irving. It's rebounded by Towns.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Conley dishes to Edwards. Gobert the pass to Anderson. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Conley against Doncic. Miss number 7 from the field. He's also made 7. Timberwolves leading by 17. Outside Edwards. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
Dallas calls timeout. Some changes for Minnesota. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Dallas making a switch here. Doncic against Morris. Dallas no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mavericks trail by 19. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Jones finds Doncic. Over Morris. Dallas no good that time either. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jordan McLaughlin comes in for Morris. Here's McLaughlin. There's the dish to Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Towns down low. Defended by Jones. A shot by Alexander Walker. No good. Doncic with it. He's got 17. To end the drought. That shot, no good. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach.
We're not talking to each other.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Green is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Irving. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Lively in at the center position. Here's Alexander Walker. From down in the low post, it goes.